Good morning to all. Okay, for 8th class, I would like to explain about next chapter, that is nothing but cell, the basic unit of the life. The cell is the basic unit of the life. Why the cell is called as basic unit of life? In the before class, in the before chapter I explained that life is coming from a single cell, that is nothing but a zygote. Am I correct? Okay. Life is coming from a single cell, that is a zygote. Zygote will form a baby. Baby then after can lead a human being. Can lead a life of human being. So the life early starts from a cell stage, that's why cell is called as basic unit of the life, So first of all, cell is discovered by which scientist students? Robert Hooke. He was a scientist, observed cells in cork of plant. This cork tissue is dead tissue present inside the plant body. In each and every plant, the cork means dead tissue. Okay, cork tissue means dead tissue. So Robert Hooke observed cork tissue in the plants, and he observed there is some compartments like honey, honeybee grooves. That means inside the honeybee having a sac-like structure. In that structure there are so many grooves are present. Inside those regions honeybees can store the honey. So as like that, these grooves similar to the cells present in the cork of the plant. So he named as the type of compartments inside the cell, inside the cork tissue. Tissue means group of cells. But we want to discuss about a single cell. So in that case, he observed the cork tissue, and these cells are arranged like these compartments. Okay, he named these compartments as cell. So in Latin meaning, cell is the small room like appearance. The structure having the small room like appearance. So he named that structure as the cell. So the name coming from that Latin word. This is about the cell. Okay, who discovered the cell first? Robert Hooke. Is it clear? Then living cell was discovered by first time, that is Leeuwenhoek. Antony van Leeuwenhoek. Okay, Antony van Leeuwenhoek, he was a scientist. He observed that there are some living structures moving in a water droplet, and those are inside the water droplet, and inside the blood droplet also, they observed moving cells, those are blood cells. In that water droplets he observed as bacteria. Bacteria was the first living cell discovered by Antony van Leeuwenhoek. But the cell was discovered by Robert Hooke. If the question asked as the first living cell was discovered by Antony van Leeuwenhoek. If the question asked as the first cell discovered by Robert Hooke is the answer. Okay, Antony van first living cell, he discovered a first living cell, that living cell nothing but bacteria, okay. So according to Robert Hooke, when he observed the cork tissue under a microscope, it is also made by Robert Hooke. Microscope is made by Robert Hooke. But another question here, first microscope discovered by Zacharias Janssen. He was the scientist first discovered the microscope. So first electron microscope was discovered by okay, which scientist? Null and Ruska. Okay, these are two scientists. First microscope was discovered by Zacharias Janssen. Okay, first electron microscope, it has the highest resolution power. Okay, through this we can observe the internal structures of not only a cell and also the cell organelles also. Okay, cell is the smallest one. Inside the cell there are so many cell organelles are there. So by using normal microscope we can't observe the cell organelles present inside the cell. So due to highest resolution power, by using electron microscope we can identify the internal structural organization of cell organelles also. Okay, what are the structures present inside the cell organelles also we can find by using electron microscope. Okay, this is discovered by Null and Ruska. First microscope is discovered by Zacharias Janssen. Is it clear, students? So later so many scientists are coming and discover so many microscopes. So if the Hooke discovered a microscope, he named as Hooke's microscope. If the Antony van Leeuwenhoek discovered a microscope, he named as Leeuwenhoek microscope. So that's it. But the first microscope is discovered by Zacharias Janssen. First electron microscope was discovered by Null and Ruska. Okay. Now we are going to discuss about Robert Hooke's observation. Robert Hooke take tissue of cork. In the tissue so many cells are present. He want to observe this tissue under a microscope, under a microscope, those in that microscope, under that microscope, the cells are arranged, the cells are arranged like that, the cells are arranged like that, the cells are arranged like that. Okay, this is the arrangement of cells present in the cork tissue. So, cork belongs to which type of organisms? That is plants. Is it correct? Okay, inside the plant body cork is present. So, inside the cork cells are arranged like this. Inside the cork cells are arranged like this. So, the characteristic feature of plant body cell is having rectangular shape, having rectangular shape and having cell wall. Okay, cell wall is the outermost layer of each and every cell is covered by cell wall. So, these are seems like as the shape of rectangular. So, plant cell having the shape of rectangular and the plant cell is covered by cell wall as the outermost layer, Okay, he observed like that and representing the diagram as like that. If you want to see the same structure, you can do an activity. That means you can take a matchstick, and it is allowed to soak in water for some time. Okay, for some time. So, after soaking in the water, matchstick becomes smooth and we can cut the matchstick as fine slices. Fine means very thin, very thin slices, very thin pieces. So, to make the thin slices, we want to take matchstick and soak in water for some time. Okay. So, now we have to take the thin section of matchstick on the surface of glass slide. Okay. Now, you have to cover with a cover slip. Then, it is allowed to observe under microscope. In that condition, you should observe as the hook observation. Okay, hook's representation was already he represented the shape of plant cell as the rectangular shape and the cell wall, having the cell wall. In this case also, under observation, we will find the same structure of Robert Hooke's observation. Okay, we will find the same structure as like this. Okay, this is an activity. Second one, you can take a onion peel. Okay, a layer of onion peel. In this peel, the onion peel nothing but this is an onion. Am I correct? The layers at present at the surface was removed and the onion is clean. The onion peels are present inside the onion. These are the peels. So, if you want to take that one peel, if you want to take that one peel, so after that the peel was allowed to break, the peel was allowed to break, then you will find that you will find that there is another layer, there is a layer, thin layer present on the inner surface of the onion. There is a thin layer present inner surface of the onion peel. So if you want to break the onion peels, this thinner surface, thin layer surface will appear to our eyes, So this surface is also allowed to observation under microscope. We will find the same structural configuration. That means the cells are appeared in rectangular shape and also having the cell wall. Okay. Now, why it is also having the rectangular shape? Because onion is also belongs to plants. Then animal cell. Then we want to take animal cell. That means, okay, if you want to take animal cell and go and take a bit of, layer of inner mouth of your bone, That means you can take a clean spoon may be wooden spoon or steel, but it must be sterilized one. It already sterilized. That means it is purely cleaned one, and take this wooden spoon and keep in your inner mouth. At the region of lower jaws, you can scrap the layers of your jaw. Then small layer will come with the spoon. Now take up this layer and carefully place down a glass slide. And take a needle to spread the layer of cells into this area, Now you have to cover these cells with a cover slip. Before going to that, we have to add a drop of water. Then after you have to cover with a cover slip. Then you also observe under microscope. What will you observe, students? That means the cells are observed like this manner. Here these are representing rectangular shaped cells, but here animal cells having round shaped cells. Is it clear? But the animal cell having the outer covering layer is cell membrane, not the cell wall. Cell membrane or plasma membrane. Okay, cell wall is only present in the plant cell. Okay, below to the cell wall, plasma membrane is also present. That means plasma membrane is present in both plant cell and animal cell, but cell wall is present only in the plant cell, not in the animal cell. Okay, the outermost layer of plant cell is the cell wall, the outermost layer of the animal cell is the plasma membrane or the cell membrane. Is it clear, students? This is about observation of plant cell and animal cell. Now we are going to discuss about nucleus. We are going to discuss about nucleus. Okay, nucleus. Nucleus is present inside a cell, Okay, it is the largest cell organelle, okay, largest cell organelle. It is called as control room of the cell, okay. It is the largest cell organelle. I said that inside a cell there are so many cell organelles are there. Among those types of cell organelles, largest one is nucleus. Okay, nucleus present inside a cell. Okay, based upon the nucleus, organisms are two types, prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Pro means primitive or first or not developed. Okay, carrion means nucleus. Okay, eukaryotes, U means true, carrion means as like the nucleus. True or developed nucleus. So, what is meant by primitive nucleus and what is meant by true nucleus? That means if the nuclear material is not surrounded by any layer and it is present inside a cell and it is not bounded by any nuclear membrane. Okay, nucleus is, in case of eukaryotes, nucleus is, okay, inside the eukaryotes, nucleus is surrounded by nuclear membrane. This is nucleus. This is eukaryotic cell. Okay, in the eukaryotic cell, nucleus is surrounded by nuclear membrane. Okay, inside that nucleolus also present. It is nucleus, it is nucleolus. Okay, it is a small spot-like structure. But in case of prokaryotic cell, the nuclear material is scattered in the cytoplasm. The nuclear material is scattered in cytoplasm. In cytoplasm. Cytoplasm means what, students? Cytoplasm means a gel-like, a fluid-like fluid content present inside a cell. It acts as a shock absorbent. That means it can protect the injuries, mechanical shocks from the external area. It can protect the cell. So, inside cytoplasm, in the cytoplasm, nuclear material is freely scattered and it is not bounded with any nuclear membrane. So, it is called as prokaryotic cell. But the nucleus is surrounded by nuclear membrane and also having nucleolus. It is called as eukaryotic cell. Okay. This is not well developed nucleus, this is well developed nucleus. Examples for it, prokaryotes, bacteria, okay, cyanobacteria or blue-green algae. Then here eukaryotes are amoeba, okay, chlamydomonas, humans, cockroaches, earthworms, etc. are eukaryotic organisms. Okay, based upon the nucleus, organisms are two types. Now, nucleus is discovered by first which scientist? Which scientist, students? He is Robert Brown. Okay, don't confuse the Robert Brown with the Robert Hooke. Okay, Robert Hooke is discovered the cell. Hooke discovered cell first time. Okay, Robert Brown discovered first time nucleus. Okay, don't confuse, students. Robert Brown discovered nucleus and Robert Hooke discovered the cell. Okay, another scientist, Sheldon also observed before Robert Brown and he named as nucleus into cytoblast. He named nucleus as the cytoblast, but later Robert Brown comes and clear description about nucleus was given by the Robert Brown and he named the nucleus as the nucleus and he represent that nucleus is small dot-like structure present in the cell. Okay, this is about nucleus. Okay, then after we will discuss about how the animal cell having the nucleus and how the plant cell having the nucleus in next class. Okay, keep watching. Thank you.